Welcome back to Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us as let's catch up to speed on the last three selections for your Seattle Seahawks, starting with Mike Morris. The picks for Seattle in the fifth round at 151 and 154, they were singing hail to the victors with these selections, starting with Morris at 151. Morris on the defensive line, and I got to tell you, you look at the size here, certainly stands out. 6'5", 175. Tom Downey has him as the number 17th best defensive lineman in this draft, number 76 overall player. And for more on him, what's interesting, listening to kind of the breakdown of him, he's coming off a breakout year with Michigan after limited production beforehand. A good run stopper who uses his length well, a tweener with leverage issues, in bad testing for a defensive end. Got to move inside at his athletic ability, and he hasn't done much of that. Make him a 5 technique, possibly a base end. His dad played at Florida State. Sister was also a college basketball player at Boston College and Georgetown, so good pedigree of family when it comes to athletics there. And also, get this, his sister that played college basketball, she was hired as a Michigan football graduate prior to the 2022 season, becoming the first female football assistant in Big Ten history. So we weren't kidding about that pedigree and that family when it comes to athletics there. Uses his length well, kind of all he uses. And he's going to thrive on stunts. You're looking at a good run stopper, kind of like what we talked about the last pick for Seattle. The Seahawks trying to find guys to stop the run, which has been their biggest problem back in 2022 on defense, was stopping the run. Now they found a couple of these guys that are specifically run stoppers here in day number 3. Only 1 year of production, not many snaps, a tweener, and you're talking about a guy that's got big size for the defensive end, but did have defensive tackle testing. Testing was bad for a D end at a 4.95 40, bad agility. Would think that he's going to play defensive tackle here at the next level. Plays high, loses leverage in the run game as far as that goes. So that's some of the rundown there on Mike Morris. Let's read you what The Athletic had to say in their scouting report. Morris doesn't currently rush with savvy and needs to broaden his assortment of moves, but he is a nimble-footed power rusher with the scheme-diverse traits to be a sound run defender. He has the talent to be a rookie rotational end with NFL starting upside. So what do you think of this pick? Mike Morris here at 151 by Seattle. Let us know in the comment section. Grade the pick A, B, C, D, or F. What do you think? It's our pinned comment on this video. You might get an ad break. If so, take advantage of it. Get your votes in. Tell me A, B, C, D, or F of what you make of Seattle going with Mike Morris here with the selection. Couple picks later at 154, Seattle goes with an offensive lineman in the interior. And say this with me, real slow, folks. Here we go. Olu Oluwatimi is the pick. Oluwatimi is who Seattle goes with and can play center. You're talking about a guy that was, according to Tom, the number 5 center in this draft, the number 150th player overall. A senior, 24 years old, 6'2", 309. And his full name, which I'm not even going to try, he goes by Olu, though, means God is victorious. Listen to this. He's had quite the career so far. Started at Air Force, then went to Virginia, then went to Michigan. Won both the Remington and Outland trophies. Can't play him in space, only in power and gap stuff. And we had a 4th-round grade on him. So decent value there to get him in the 5th round, as Seattle did. Smart player, hence the center role, sees it well and fast. Benefited from that strong offensive line with the Michigan Wolverines this past season. Good power. As far as the negatives go, center only, don't know exactly what we'll see as far as if they'll try to move him around, but it seems like that he's just a center. Long history of penalties, 23 in his career to be exact. Small hands, size matters, right? Very small by NFL standards. Not a great athlete with a 5.38 40, bad agility. Explosion numbers saved him. So there's the breakdown there. More from The Athletic, breaking it down on Olu Oluwatimi. It doesn't have the position versatility, explosiveness, or point of attack power that most NFL teams desire, but he is a cerebral, assignment sound blocker with A-plus character. He is a potential rotational center in the NFL. So that's the breakdown on Olu from The Athletic. Folks, we are continuing to cover the NFL draft as we're down to the very end of these selections, and we still have more to come. We're not done yet. Still have a 7th-round pick to get to, also undrafted free agents. This weekend, we're trying to get to 37,000 subscribers on the channel for Sean Alexander, 37 for 37. We're almost there. Need your help. Subscribe to the channel now for more Seahawks coverage, and we'll be doing our live shows every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. We have daily news and rumors segments on the channel. Subscribe now for free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. The last pick for Seattle that we have for you is at 198. That is Jerrick Reed II, safety out of New Mexico. And Jerrick Reed II, we want to tell you more about him and his story. Reed out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, 23 years old, a little undersized, 5'9", 196. But he had a very impressive year in the Mountain West Conference this past year at New Mexico, as he was able to put together 93 tackles, 1 interception, 11 passes defended, and 2 forced fumbles. So Jerrick Reed II headed to Seattle. And I'll say this as we're kind of wrapping up, catch you up to speed on all 3 of these picks. And we'll get to the scouting report in just a second. But let me make this point here real quick, is that Seattle took care of every need in this draft. I think that is a very positive sign when you look at we'll go into details here in a bit, but to me, this was, backup safety was kind of the final need, and they even took care of that. So even when there was questions about why are you going corner at 5 or receiver at 20, in the end, it all worked out. John Schneider and Pete Carroll put together a pretty fantastic draft class. Let me show you the scouting report on Jerrick Reed, and then, we don't have a scouting report on him. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So that is the stats on Jerrick Reed. Let's move over to the offseason profile of where the Seahawks are at, as we mentioned, with them taking care of their needs, their edge, running back, linebacker, defensive tackle, wide receiver, backup safety, corner, backup corner. They did it all this draft. Credit where the Seahawks still 1 more pick to go, but I like what they've done at this point. Had 6 picks going into today, and it seems like they did a pretty good job. So with 1 final pick to go, unless Seattle decides to trade for more picks, who do you want to see Seattle pick next? Deuce Vaughn is still out there, I believe. Wouldn't that be something? Let me know in the comments section who you'd like to see the Seahawks draft next. We'll continue to cover the draft all weekend long. Stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.